Kia ora Rotorua, welcome to City News. Just ahead in tonight's bulletin. Business owners met last night to decide action against rates increases. A native plant restoration project kicks off at Ohinemutu. And the Tai Mitchell Trophy and Rotorua banner are up for grabs in this weekend's rugby. Those stories coming up in detail next on City News. Business owners have decided to forward a letter to tonight's council meeting outlining their opposition to the over 5% commercial rates increase proposed by the council. The Heart of Tutanekai Street Retail Group called last night's meeting, which was chaired by Chamber of Commerce Chairman Roger Gordon. Retail Group spokesman Derek Enright says the aim was to send the council a very strong message that it could not just keep raising rates. The outcome of tonight's council meeting will be known tomorrow. Business owners will then decide what further action will be taken. Pressure is mounting on the government to come clean over whether Christchurch can host Rugby World Cup games later this year. Yesterday, the government said it was no closer to making a recommendation to the International Rugby Board. Prime Minister John Key says it is still possible that the stadium could be repaired in time. Meanwhile, Rotorua organisers are remaining tight-lipped about any possibility of more games being held here. Martin Croft from Events and Venues says media reports at this time are pure speculation. Mr Croft says he has no extra information on any extra games for Rotorua at this time. A new initiative to clean up and restore native plants to parts of Ohinemutu begins in earnest tomorrow. Founder Tuhipo Keriopa says the initial idea was to help educate the young in gardening methods. She says since then the restoration of the Utahina riverbanks and native plantings has developed. Also on board is Denise Legros, who belongs to the Hannahs Bay Community Restoration Trust. Ms Legros says she understood the principles of the project and was happy to share her experience and networks. The restoration mahi starts tomorrow at 10:30 and Pa residents and the general public are welcome. Sunday's Children's and Family Fun Day at the Redwoods has been hailed as the best so far by organisers of the annual event. Rotorua District Council's Community Arts Officer Kiri Jardin says the weekend's weather was fantastic and the new layout of activities was a big hit with stall and activity holders as well as the crowd. Ms Jardin says the Bunnings Great Go-Kart race again proved popular with 20 children and parents taking up the challenge in the 3 age group races. And organisers would like to also say that lost property handed in on the day can be reclaimed at the Redwood Visitor Centre. In sport tonight, this weekend the Tai Mitchell Trophy and the Rotorua banner are up for grabs when Rotoiti take on Whakarewarewa in the local rugby competition. Central Bay of Plenty Rugby Chairman Trevor Albert told City News there has been a revival of club rugby rivalry surrounding these prizes.
In days gone by, they were the biggest here in Rotorua, and that it was a real battle. And in the early days, it was probably more of a battle between Waikite and Whakarewarewa. But over the last probably 8 to 10 years, it's now become a battle between Rotiti and Whakarewarewa.
The game is on Saturday at Waikite, starting with the curtain raiser at 1 p.m. between Waikite and St Michael's, and the big match between Rotoiti and Whakarewarewa kicks off at 2:45. And tomorrow the Run for Christchurch fundraiser is taking place at the Redwoods. Tarawera Ultramarathon's Paul Charteris and the Rotorua Association of Triathletes and Multisport have organised the event with the proceeds going to the New Zealand Red Cross. For this one special event only, the Rotorua Mountain Bike Club has allowed the use of their magical single-track trails in the world-famous Whakarewarewa Forest. The distance is 7 to 10 kilometres and is on some of the sweetest, smoothest single tracks. The run starts at 5 p.m. from the Redwoods Visitor Centre, and after the run there will be a talk and book signing by Born to Run star Barefoot Ted. To weather now. Tonight, mostly fine with some evening cloud. Northerlies, overnight low of 14. Tomorrow, Thursday, fine spells, odd shower possible. Light winds, a high of 21 and a low of 14. Long range through to Friday, showers developing, northerly winds, a high of 22 and a low of 14. The marine forecast for Lake Rotorua. Tomorrow, Thursday, variable 5 knots becoming northeast 10 knots in the afternoon, then easing at night. Mainly fine with afternoon and evening showers possible. If you've missed any of tonight's bulletin, you can watch it again by going to tvrotorua.co.nz and click on the View Latest City News link, or to view what's on in our city, click on the Upcoming Events link. Coming up after the break, Derek Shaw tells us about the latest health targets met by the DHB. We have a special report on the Cactus program, and I talk to Donna Grant, one of the organisers of this weekend's Kapahaka fundraiser.